Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce 𝒖𝒕𝒑𝒐𝒏𝒏𝒆𝒄𝒕𝒊𝒐𝒏 Topic. So today we will just continue the output connection one. I think in the previous session we have actually inserted the records. So today we will try a little bit different. We will try to update the records. Okay. So firstly, this is my external developer org. Okay. So here let me open my data export, and if you see over here, this were a few accounts which was already present. Fine. I think there was close to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Yeah, close to 13 records were there, which was already present in my developer org. Now the problem is the account source. Okay, I don't see any value for account source, right? So let's do one thing. Let's update the account source which are having blank. Fine. So firstly, let's quickly check one thing. Uh, or let's say open one of the records from here. I don't see the source by the way. Source is not here, it seems. Let me open this one maybe. I don't see account source. Where is it? Account source. Okay. I think I don't see any account source. Okay. On the UI. I don't know why. I think probably somebody is not present in the UK, which is fine. That really doesn't matter. Now, this account source, right, which I have, this account source, let's say I want to put it as uh, let's say web. Okay, whatever things are there, account source, I need to put it as web. Fine. So let's say I write this query as account source equal to null. Fine. Now, if I export this, so there are close to 13 records, right, which are having account source as null. What I'm going to do, I will extract all these records and I will put the account source equal to web. Fine. So for that, I will again go to my Analytics Studio. That is the org which contains the Einstein Analytics. And what I will do is very quickly, I will go to that particular data manager. Go to manage data flow. Okay. Data flow recipe. Now what I'm going to do is I will firstly, the first step is here basically in the input connection, right? Because I'm pulling from my this one Salesforce external. At first, my first step is I have to run the data sync because just to ensure I'm pulling in all the actual sync. Okay. Now, after this, what I will do is over here, I'm just going to take the account, let's say. So this account will come from my external log, right? So I see this Salesforce external, right? I will select this. And let's say I only select ID name. Okay. I haven't selected the account source, unfortunately. So I have to again go over here, go to this. I have to select the account source as well. Otherwise, I won't be able to change it. And I think I've put one filter over here. Let's see what is the filter I've put here. Okay, the filter is ID not equal to null, which is fine. And what I'm going to do is I will take the account source. Okay. I will take the account source and I will just click on save. Fine. Now, here what I'm going to do is I will run the data sync. Okay. So let this run. Now this ran successfully. Okay. So now let me just select this source also very quickly. Hmm. Okay. So here I have the account source. Okay. And basically I need the ID also. I think name I can skip. That's not needed. Mm, as well as the ID also. Okay, ID, let it be there. Now, what I'm going to do is see here, I will just filter out. Okay. So what I will do is I will filter out the account source which is null. Okay, which is null. Fine. Let me filter out those part. So I will take only those accounts which are null. And after this, what I'm going to do is I will add one transform node where I will just put this particular expression. I will explain you this in one of the session. We will have a session for this where I will explain you how we use how we add derive fields. But for now, just understand this is a transform node where I'll be adding a derive field. Okay. And very quickly, I will name it as source. Let me name it as source as of now. Fine. Now in the source, what I'm going to do is I will just write in single quotes WEB web. Okay, that's it, nothing else. And I will put this as text. Fine, I will put it as apply. Now, once this is done, I have this source as web. Okay. Now over here, what I'm going to do is basically I need to okay, I have added the source. Give me a moment. Okay, so I have added this particular thing web, and what I'm going to do is from here, I don't need the source, okay, account source, because I've already created this account source because I have to update it. So what I'm going to do is this part, I will just deselect the account source that's not needed for me. And over here, this account source will not be equal to, okay, I won't be able to fetch. Okay, let me undo this then. Let me undo this. And here I will just go for a drop column maybe. Okay. So I think I have this drop column here. Give me a moment. Let me check where is that. Yeah, drop column. So under this drop column, what I'm going to do is I will just drop this account source. Okay. Account source I will drop, and at last I will just update this. Okay, so here I will select the output connection. Okay, and I will go for the Salesforce developer role, and here I will go for the operation of update, and I am going to go for account. Fine. So for this account I will have ID, and this I will have as account ID. Okay, and very quickly let me give the appropriate names. So this will be filter on null account source. Fine, let me click on apply. And here what I'm going to do is add a new field source. Okay, that's it. Okay. And what I'm going to write here is update Salesforce external account. Update Salesforce external account. Okay. Now, with this being done, what I'm going to do is, as you can see clearly here, currently I have 13 records and my account source is null. After running this, it should come up as web. Okay, that's the intention. So now I will click on save and run, and let us switch back to the monitor. Okay, let's see why it's not coming. Okay, this is running now. Let's monitor this. Okay, guys, this is in the running stage, but the thing is that I'm canceling this out. There's a reason to this why I'm canceling this out. The reason being actually here I already have this insert object, right? Now I don't want to insert anything. Okay. So definitely the account is there. I'm taking everything, but right now I don't want to insert anything. That's also an intention. So what I'm going to do is I will just write here is null as well. Okay. Let me click on done. I don't think so I will have any industry. Okay. I only have one industry, right? Where sample account for entitlements. Okay. Which is fine. I am fine with adding one industry, or let's say I can also do something like, uh, what I can do, I can write something like equals, let's say I add a new value called a. Okay. Because if I do that, then also you must enter a value a. Okay. Let me click on this. Now let me click on done. Okay. Now once I do this, there's no records. So the idea is that I don't want to insert any records. That's why I cancel it right now. I just kind of clicked in my, now let me click on refresh previews. And now if you see over here, you won't see any records. Okay. Let's very quickly check this. There's no record over here. And for this one, this will get updated. So the idea is also not to insert any records. I just want to update the records. Now let me click on save and run. Okay. And now we will monitor the screen. So I cancel the job. That's why it's in job killed by user. And now let's us monitor the screen. Okay. Okay, guys, as you can see over here, this particular recipe had failed. Fine. This had failed. And I will tell you the reason why this has failed. But currently what I'm going to do is I will just very quickly, download this particular recipe. Fine. And I will tell you the reason properly why this got failed in one of the session. But for now, let's go for a new recipe. Okay. And I will name it as free session 7. And what I'm going to do is I will upload this particular recipe which I just now downloaded, that is free session 6, and I will just delete this part. Okay, this part I don't need, and I will tell you why. Actually, what happens is for the same object you can't have two output connections. Okay, for the same object it can be a different object. And now let me click on save and run, and now let me write free session 7. Okay, let me click on save, and right now we will monitor this. Fine, so let's monitor this particular run right now. Okay. Okay, guys, as you can see, this recipe now ran successfully. And now if I go over here and if I again click on export, so I won't see any value right now. Okay. The reason being all those values right now got changed to web. Fine. So maybe what I can do is I will just put this over here where account source equal to web. Fine. Okay, or I think I can write a better query for this. What I can do is I can go for last modified date. Okay, so let me write last modified date equal to today. Okay, now you will see all those records. What is it? Last modified. Okay, let me delete this. Fine. So as you can see here, all the web, because these are the things which we modified today, it became as web right now. Fine, we did for 13 records, and that's the whole purpose of this particular recipe. If you see, we took the account, we first filtered on this account source equal to null because that's the record we want to insert the web. I just added a new field. This will be a part of our session where I will explain the transformer property. But for now, just understand that I have just added manually a value called web over here. Okay, for this particular source, and I just dropped out this column account source, and in the final output I just updated this account. Okay, and yeah, that's it about this video, and I will definitely explain you why that error also came out in one of the videos, that where we will actually understand what are the best practices to keep in mind for output connections. And yeah, please definitely do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all.